Hi, everyone. My name is Claudia Sanchez, and this
And,
is.
and I'm Aaron Singleton.
And today we're going to be doing the energy of life healing process. And the topic today is your energy fields. Okay.
So we're going to share with you a little of what we know as the scientific aspect, and then we will, of course, get into more of what we work with on the energetic, spiritual side, if you will. And hopefully, some of you will be able to clear your fields and have a better understanding of why they need clearing and all the interesting things that can get trapped in your energy field and actually affect your health, but also how powerful and important it is to keep your fields as clear and clean as you can. So we're gonna start off with a little history and not too much history. But if we go back to the 1800s, early 1900s, our science already knew about our energy fields. They knew how important they were, that if the fields are strong, they act as a buffer zone, so to speak, for viruses and all kinds of things coming into the body. They can actually stop you from getting ill if your fields are strong. Now, this was so important that it was in textbooks in the 1930s. It was written about, quantum physics started in 1927. And as part of quantum biology at that time, it was in the textbooks. We ran across some information on that last year sometime. But around 1936, they removed it from the textbooks and took it out of you know, the scholastic eye, so to speak. Because if we knew how important our fields were and we're using that information all the way till now, we would not have medicine as we know it. We would not have hospitals as we know it, because we would understand that if you can strengthen the fields, work with and heal from the fields, you can eliminate, maybe 80% of what is bothering people as far as getting them ill. Now, when you do energy healing, or when you go to an energy healing practitioner, a lot of times they will put their hands above your body. They're working in your auric field. They're working in your bioplasmic field. And many people don't even understand or know about the bioplasmic field. So we'll definitely be shedding some new light on that for some of you. And then when we go outside of the bioplasmic field, we get into our torus field. And the torus field is shaped like a donut, or shaped like that field you see the magnetic North Pole. The energy goes around the Earth, comes in the South Pole, circulates in that way. And that is the torus of the Earth. And we have a torus field in through our body, right down through the core, and encircling outside, just like that field that you see around the Earth in photos, or not photos, but in pictures. And our torus field goes out around 18 feet. So it's a pretty big field. Our bioplasmic field extends out from the body about 6 inches. Our aura or auric field usually is only about a half inch off the body. So we're going to start with the bioplasmic field. That is what we spend a lot of time working on and have talked to. So Claudia has the great ability to be able to talk to, rocks and trees and and organs and glands, and why not the energy fields, right? So the energy fields themselves have consciousness, and you can communicate with them. They can tell you what is in them, what you need to do, how to repair them. So we think you'll find some of this interesting.
Thank you. So when I started to experiment as to what consciousness I could speak to, I started talking to my bioplasmic field, the aura, the Torus field, even started discovering that there are actually other energy fields, but we're going to focus on the three because those are the ones that we're guided to always work with. Um, when I give voice, so I started giving voice to the my bioplasmic field, and I started to explain that not only does it maintain information from this lifetime, but it has actually been with you since the beginning of the incarnation of your soul, from when you landed on your first planet. And that is one of the reasons why people have maybe dreams from past lifetimes, or they have phobias that doesn't really make sense for them to have these type of phobias now. Um, and what we've learned is that we can actually do healing from these past lifetimes by removing the frequency of the memory, the experience out of the bioplasmic field. So by learning this, we started also learning how it maintains programs. Just like when you get programmed either through like a commercial or a song, a belief, or from your parents around you, there are programs that are not only in your subconscious and conscious mind, but also in your bioplasmic field. So that led us to do a deprogramming class on in removing from your subconscious conscious, but then we follow it up with doing it also from your bioplasmic field.
Yeah. So some of the earliest information going back almost 20 years ago that I got about the bioplasmic field, Fritz Albert Popp, a biophysicist back in the 70s, his team found that our DNA could read algorithms and numbers and emitted light, and you could measure the light coming out of the DNA. And they did this with fruits and vegetables and everything. Everything emits light, and they could measure that light. So the DNA sends out light, reads what is outside of the body, and relays information back in. So our DNA is actually reading what the information that we have stored in our bioplasmic field and reflecting that information back into the body. Now, if the information in the bioplasmic field is not healthy information, then what's being relayed into the body is not leading to health. So this is one of the things, if we can remove some of that unhealthy information and actually put in images and information, kind of like literally like a computer, like you'd take an old floppy disk out and put in a new hard drive. We can actually change our lives by working with our bioplasmic field in this way. Now, of course, some of the things that we store out there, the number one thing is that we look at is emotion. So if we have this emotion 5 to 6 inches away, and it is what is, still feeding the information about sadness back to our bodies, to our heart, from something that happened 20 years ago, this may be what leads to a heart condition. For someone else, it may be what is leading to a respiratory condition or a condition in one of your organs or glands, because that feedback loop, it just keeps bringing that old information back in, just as if it was happening or had just happened. So that's a pretty powerful field to be able to do that. Now, the whole biomorphic geometry aspect of things that came to me in 2009 that we've been using ever since is about putting, cards out in your field with numbers and shapes and things. and your DNA reads that, and it helps to change what is in your bioplasmic field as well as what is in your DNA, and then of course change what is in your body. So we've been playing around with this for quite a while because I started with those cards back in 09 when I first designed some of them.
Okay, so
So what we're going to do now is have everyone turn your palms up and let them rest on your lap, the arms of your chair, the pillow, wherever you are, beside you if you're laid back in bed. And we're going to start sending the energy to your palms. So as we send the energy to your palms right now, you might feel pressure, heat, tingling, anything that would be a little different. That is the energy coming to you. Inhale, draw that energy up your arms, all the way up to the top of your head. Exhale it down through your body and out your feet. And with each continuing breath, you're drawing that energy like your arms are straws, like you're inhaling it all the way up to the top of your head, exhaling it all the way down through your body and out your feet. Now, for some of you that have done this a few times, you know, it will only take you 2 or 3 breaths and you will have it going all the way through the body. Others, it may take a few more. Don't be concerned for those of you that are new if you don't feel it initially. Sometimes you'll feel it going, a sensation in your feet, but you won't feel it in your body because it's still getting through some areas that are blocked or a little more dense with energy. Others will feel it in the body, but not going out the feet. But it still is. It's just more subtle. So the thing is, don't try to do it be perfect about it. Just visualize it if you don't feel it. So a lot of people will visualize the energy flowing through the body and out the feet. It works the same, and you will start clearing up some of the dense areas, some of the blockages, if you will, and then everything opens up and flows, and you can feel it or visualize it clearly. The energy of life is washing over every cell in your body, as well as your DNA. And the washing over every cell, it gives you the opportunity to let go of toxins, of emotional energies, of anything that is not really for your highest good to be in there right now. And you just let the energy that's going through you naturally carry it right on out your feet. Now you can just breathe and allow this to happen with, you know, for your highest good. But you can also set an intention like you want to move the energy and the toxins out of your liver. And you can direct the energy to your liver and on out your feet. But that's another topic. All right. It's another topic, and at the same time, it's not, because believe it or not, we do have an energy field around every organ and gland in the body. So again, we're not going to get into all of those tonight, but so as the energy is going through your body, now this opens up your crown and it grounds you at the same time, so it heightens your intuition, your knowing, your clairvoyancy, your clairaudiency, whatever it is that is your natural gift, it will be enhanced. But it also gives you a little bit more of maybe some of the things that are not at the top. All right. Now, try to visualize or feel that area up to 6 inches away from you in your bioplasmic field, or that is your bioplasmic field. Now, the field strength here is so strong that they can do an EEG with the wires attached to your head, but they can go 5 or 6 inches out and do an EEG with a different type of device, and they can get the exact same information from your bioplasmic field as if they had the wires directly attached to you. Now, one of the things that we look for in the bioplasmic field is the emotional energies that we have stored. Um, so let's everyone think about accessing some anxiety, some fear. We can do that. All right. So if you have some fear, some anxiety, something old that's in your bioplasmic field, you can access it this way, and then through your intention, the energy is flowing through your body, but it's interacting with your field. So you can actually remove that energy from your bioplasmic field. So the anger, the fear, the sadness, the guilt, whatever it is that's out there, can all be more easily accessed with the energy of life process flowing through you. The main thing here is just being willing to release the energy, because a lot of times we find it and we just kind of stop right there. And it's not like I want to let go of something, because if you want to let go, well, you might take a month or two getting around to it. But when you say you're willing to let it go, that kind of puts you in the present moment, and you're willing to release this fear and anxiety from your bioplasmic field. Now, as we said earlier, your bioplasmic field has consciousness, and it can talk to you and you can talk to it. Now, one of the things that may prevent you from talking to your field and getting good information is your field may be misaligned, may not be in perfect alignment with your body. So,
Oh, and that would happen why?
okay. So if you've ever been in a car accident and broadsided, hit from behind, whatever, then sometimes there's a shifting of the energy field as a result of that. So it's like the body moves and the field doesn't. So in some severe cases, we have seen, instead of the energy field being in alignment with the body, it is like halfway or more than halfway out one side or the other, or out the back, or it is actually torqued in the body, and it needs to come back into alignment and be centered again. The strong emotional energy, when we get some really bad emotional energy, like we hear something, a sudden death of a friend or a family member or something like that, that is enough shock and enough jolt to the body to misalign the field. Medical treatments, uh, drug reactions, toxic reactions to medications, or anyone that has done any type of street drug or anything of that nature, when you have a really strong reaction to things like that, that will do it. Toxic fumes, a really bad hit can misalign things. Slip on the ice, and you come down so hard that it literally jolts your field out of your body in one direction or another.
Man-made frequencies as well.
And then of course, we get to the man-made frequencies. So all of the EMF that we are exposed to causes a lot of static and damage in our energy fields. So, we have the cell towers, and on those cell towers, we have the radio frequencies, the microwaves, all kinds of things, the electromagnetic frequencies. But our biggest problem is what we have in our hand most of the time, and that is our phone. Or if someone has been working on a computer for X number of years, and that constant bombardment everything from the blue light to the EMF and all the other radiation that comes from the computer that we're not even aware of. But the concentration of it coming from your phone, well, it damages your thymus gland, your thyroid, it damages your face, your eyes, pituitary, hippocampus, parts of the brain, things like that. And that is coming right through your bioplasmic field. So a lot of that energy is getting stuck in your bioplasmic field. So we can have all that electromagnetic energy around us, and we're not even aware of it unless we reach a saturation point where we can no longer be on the phone, things of that nature. And we have run across people that can no longer use a cell phone or can't ride in an electric car because they have their nervous systems have become so overstimulated, and there's really nothing you can do other than, I mean, when I say that, from a medical standpoint, from a holistic standpoint, of course, you can clear that electromagnetic energy. Mm. All right. Oh, we're going to take a little quick, just kind of question and answer thing here. So back a few minutes ago when we started with, getting the flow going and getting the fear and anxiety out of your bioplasmic field, how many of you were actually able to connect with your bioplasmic field and maybe some fear and anxiety that was there and feel like you got some of it out? Any comment?
Yeah, this is Suzanne. Yeah, I could feel. I've never really, I used the AOL and kind of, when it got to my head, I sort of expanded it out and then let it all go, the energy all go down. And that was the first time I really did that. So that felt interesting. It felt good.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think someone that wrote in, Mary. I feel very relaxed and grounded right now. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mary. Appreciate it.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
Sure. As soon as you said the distance that it was from my energy field, I pictured it. And then I was like, oh yeah, it is there. Um, and then when you said to bring up like something that's fear, any kind of fear, and that wasn't hard. I, I had like three things pop up. I'm like, oh my God. And then I directed the EOL and just asked it to clear the energy that in my bioplasmic field, and it just washed right out pretty much.
Okay.
It didn't take long either.
Awesome.
Great. Now, when you did that, did you notice something in the body shift a little bit? So you got it out of the field, and because of that interaction, could you feel anything in the body?
I felt a bit more relaxed. Like I didn't even realize that emotion was still there. And then once I cleared it, I was like, oh, I didn't know that was there. It just I wasn't aware of the fear of being there, but now I'm aware of it not being there.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes totally.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Edwin
I
said
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. That's it.
Okay, sorry. I was I was thinking of it as some of these practices where you can open and clear like your chakras. So I don't really identify anything when I'm doing that. So I felt overwhelmed, like I have so many fears and anxieties throughout the lifetime that I didn't know what to pick. So I just was trying to be not naming anything specific and just trying to focus on releasing whatever I guess was willing to or ready to or whatever. Is that something, a practice that you can do with the, I guess you got bioplasmic field similar to the chakras?
It is not similar to the chakras,
Okay.
but for the energy of life that is flowing through you, you can talk to it, and you can the energy of life. Let's say if you say energy of life, clear fear and anxiety from my bioplasmic field, you can get clearing that way. Okay.
And you can also leave it up to whatever's for the highest good. I mean, I clear when I do this daily, and sometimes I have to do it multiple times, only because I'm in a healing process where I'm constantly releasing, and sometimes it gets a little bottlenecked, and I can't hear spirit, so I need to constantly clear. So I'll clear. I'll go one at a time. Sometimes I know I could do all of them at the same time, but I will say something like, I clear any frequencies that are not for my highest good, or any energies not of God, and then I will send them to God, or you can just clear it, to remove it out. So that's a practice that helps me, and I feel a difference. And it's kind of interesting because also you have to remember, like when you are outside in public, you are around a lot of people. And if you are tired, if you're intoxicated, there's all kinds of, if you're ill, there's all kinds of things that would weaken your energy fields or create holes, openings. And so it's good to have a practice to, before you leave, or to, get some rest. Don't stay up late, but to, before you leave your house, and you're going to be around a lot of people, to make sure that not only are you grounded, but also that you clear and you close any openings, and you strengthen your energy fields. But we're going to get a little bit more, I think, into that. Is this a good time to bring BP?
No,
Not yet?
I got one more thing.
Okay.
All right. So what we'd like to do now is have everyone, you're going to talk to the energy of life and just tell the energy of life, remove from my bioplasmic field whatever is the highest good to be removed at this time.
Someone's asking what's the difference between the energy of life healing process and spirit.
All right, so let everyone get that and see what gets moved when you're just allowing the energy of life to do what's for your highest good.
And thank you, Karen. We're gonna get to your question. Just a second.
Then you can tell.
Okay.
All right. Now, with having the energy of life removed from your bioplasmic field, whatever's for your highest good to let go of at this time, how did that feel? What did you notice leaving? Or were you aware of what was leaving, or just felt stuff go?
I just felt stuff go. I felt a lot of energy. I don't always have clarity about specifics or visuals, but I felt a lot of energy discharging out my field, out my feet.
Perfect, perfect. So you don't even have to, that's what we try to tell people. You don't always have to know what something is. If you are just, asking that whatever's for your highest good leave, many times that's more than enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Someone else?
Yes, I would say the same thing. I just asked for my highest good to leave. I felt it go. I didn't clarify, but now I feel a sense of balance and peace.
Oh, great.
Great.
Love it. Thank you. That's what we strive for.
Okay.
And then Edwin said he felt tingling in his left leg.
Okay.
And same for Suzanne, same for her. Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on some of the things that you might have out there in your field. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll start with a person's age. They're 65, and I'll just start going back, and I'll say at 60 fear came in, at 54 this came in, and I can go all the way back to the womb. But think of all of the things that have ever happened to you throughout your entire lifetime back to the moment of conception is in your bioplasmic field. Every memory, all the good and the bad and the in between. Okay. And then if we take that a step farther, as Claudia mentioned earlier, all of the memories of everything that's ever happened to you back to the first incarnation into a body. So if you came into the Sirius star system, that was your first incarnation, or Alpha Centauri, or Andromeda, or Pleiades, or whatever it is, every memory, all the way back. Let's say you got 800 lifetimes. Every memory, all the way back, is in your bioplasmic field. So one of the things we're looking at is, okay, let's go back into the bioplasmic field and see what memories we can bring forward from the time of Atlantis and Lemuria or ancient Egypt, and how can we use that information today. Now, you start to get a bigger picture of how important this field is. Now, Claudia is going to share a little bit about the BP because she's going to talk to it.
Okay. All right. Well, first I just need to do like a check, just make sure. So when I do this, it's like I'm like a radio, so I have to check everything, my biocircuits, my brain circuits, grounding, everything, my polarity. So I've learned over the years when I don't hear my BP, or if I don't hear, I also communicate with animals. They speak if I can't hear them, or if they're not speaking through me, or someone's organs, or then I know something in my radio is off. Okay. BP, are you blessed by God? I am. So when I ask if they're blessed by God, if they don't say that they're blessed by God, then I have to check, because you could be talking to emotion, you could be talking to, there's all kinds of weird stuff out there that not really entities, but they're just like stuff that our brains have created over thousands of years. That's just like, lingering all over. And some people can see them. BP, yeah, we're good. I'm ready to talk. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to relax. All right. BP with clarity. We do. And you're blessed by God. I am. Okay. All right. You got the floor. Okay. Hello, everyone. I have been called many, many, many names over the ages. But right now, your science is calling me the bioplasmic field. So we'll go with that. Claudia calls me BP, which is also good. So it doesn't really, I don't really care. I do have consciousness. I do have humor, only because I've been living with Claudia like forever. And so I have developed a sense of consciousness that would seem kind of human, but I am still a data field. Okay. I would like to share some things about your bioplasmic field that you probably don't know about. First things first is that your bioplasmic field really, really wants to communicate with you, but there is this little thing that's called free will that God gave you. And so there are only certain things that your bioplasmic field, and pretty much all of what you call spirit, but everyone has a job, you know what I'm saying? So you have angels, they got a job, and like Claudia was calling gold's got a job. We are all frequencies, but we have consciousness. Okay, we're all a part of the oneness. And so therefore, we all have jobs, and sometimes Claudia will ask me something, and I'll say, that's not my job. So you got to go, so that's how it is. Okay. We won't get into that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone asked earlier about what's the difference between the energy of life healing process and spirit. Well, first of all, you're all part of the oneness. So you have to try to get out of that whole separation and that linear way of thinking. But that's the journey here on this planet, to come back to the oneness. But the difference is that the energy of life healing process is a healing frequency that not only is here on the planet, but is actually on other planets as well. And it has assisted like in the ages. And there is about 6 of you here that have actually used the energy of life in past lifetimes. And it is really a powerful tool. Why does it exist? Well, there's a lot of like prana. I don't say a lot, but there's a lot. There's a lot of healing energy of all types. But it's like prana. There's Reiki. There's other healing frequencies, but they all have uh, sort of like a different job. And the energy of life healing process is to assist you, um, not only physical, like to heal you physically, but also to kind of connect you back to the oneness and connect with your communication with your creator. Um, and so that is the job. When you say spirit, you're basically encompassing the oneness. Okay. So I hope that answers that question. Now, the biggest thing to know about your energy fields is that it's like your lifeline. You really need to clean them up and take care of them because they do affect your actual physical body. Some of you are very, very sensitive. And so if something is in your energy field, maybe your Taurus field, you'll feel it in your physical body. Okay, so you do have to be aware of what energy you have, what maybe a toxic chemical that where you sleep and it's kind of in your Taurus field and it's affecting your physical body. Okay, your Taurus field is a field that does, it's like the outer, sort of like the protector. Okay, so if there's anything going on in your Taurus field, there's a very good chance you might feel it in your physical body. I store a lot of information. I'm the one that like have the programs that you have taken on throughout your lifetime. I have a lot of them in here, and including like your like they were saying the subconscious and conscious mind also has the programs. But the great news is that you don't have to live with programs you don't want. You don't have to live with pain. I mean, you could be clearing your fields and you'll start to notice that the physical pain in your body starts to go away. It's really important to understand that your immune system is your energy fields. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you're like open and there's some kind of germ coming in and your energy fields are not really strong, then I'll tell you what, there's a very good chance you're going to get sick. But if they're strong, there are some people that don't get sick because their energy fields are very strong. And so that frequency, because you have to remember it's also a frequency, viruses and germs and like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm open to questions if anybody wants to ask me a question. But I don't want to overwhelm everyone. I just want everyone to, this is like the basics. And I just want to let you know. Oh, there's also an important thing that you need to know is, yes, there are people who can clear their energy fields with intention and things like this. But if you're someone who really has never worked with energy, and you have frequencies of doubt and you don't like believe this stuff, um it's kind of, you need like a little umph in energy, and that's why the energy of life is very helpful, because you flow it through your body and you give it an instruction. The energy of life is alive, so it is consciousness, so it will listen to you, it will give you advice, um it'll help you in your meditation. So it's kind of like it's an assistant to bring you back to remember who you are, and to kind of just kind of give you a boost and to clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Any questions, anyone?
There's someone with one question out there. I could feel it. Yeah, that's me.
I did have a question. Is the thought field part of the bioplasmic field?
Yes and no.
Okay.
The thought field has I don't know how to explain.
Okay. the thought field, you create more of a thought field by the amount of neuronal activity when you are thinking. So when you are really engaged in thought and worry or whatever, your thought field, kind of like a cloud around your head, expands and you have all that energy.
Okay, clear.
All right. So that's in kind of a nutshell. But like I said, if there's something that is in your bioplasmic field that is unhealthy, just think of it that way. It may be radiating that same frequency of ill health into your body. And sometimes it's just as easy as what we did. Just get the AOL going and ask the AOL to clear your bioplasmic field. Now, as you practice, you will be able to talk directly to your bioplasmic field. And is there anyone's bioplasmic field that you feel needs to speak? So we're going to move on to your aura. Now, the aura, we know it mostly through aura photography, looking at the colors and everything. But if we go back to what I said earlier about, when someone is running their hands over your auric field, when you're on a table getting Reiki or some other type of healing energy, and a person can feel where you have stuck energy, blocked energies, and things like that. And maybe they'll spend some time there and they'll move their hands and they'll break that energy up and sweep it out your body. Now, the aura has a direct relationship with your organs. So if you are looking to read your organs, let's say, you can read your organs by going to your aura and talk to your aura about, where are the imbalances in what organs. And again, you can ask the energy of life process to clear your auric field of frequencies that are not for your highest good. So let's go ahead and start there. So everyone, tell the energy of life to clear your auric field of energies that are not for your highest good. All right, everyone. Now, what did you notice when you asked the EOL to clear your auric field? What did you feel, see, sense? How does your body feel different? Whatever it is that happened for you.
She felt calmer. Suzanne, thank you.
Okay.
I again felt tons of energy moving out, a lot.
Great.
Great.
Awesome. Yep, great. Almost.
So one thing you may want to think about is if you were to get up every morning and clear your energy fields, before you went out the door to work or wherever you had to go, or before you go to bed at night, you clear your energy fields because you may have taken in other people's energies and things like that, or just the general energy that's out there in the world, so to speak. Then your energy fields will be stronger as you're sleeping, and ideally you'll sleep better because you have cleared all of the stuff that you've encountered throughout the day. And if you do it in the morning, then you will be strengthening. But we can actually tell the energy of life to strengthen our fields. So let's say to get our day going, so that we are stronger when we go out there, so we don't get colds and flus and other things that might be floating around. If you think about it, it's all pretty easy. First, know that you have the ability to communicate with your own energy fields as well as with the energy of life healing process. And I mean, you've got a whole team working for you here, but you got to remember to talk to the team.
And a lot of it is about asking, because a lot of times I'll be like, BP, why didn't you say that to me? He's like, you didn't ask, you know? So I'm like, okay. It's kind of, some of it is like really specific. Like if you really don't ask about certain things, yeah, it's interesting. The energy of life will teach specific things if you ask for it. You know, if you want to learn something about your body, same thing with your fields. Now the aura has a different sounding to it, has more of a female tone frequency, which is interesting. And then the Taurus field to me sounds like it's kind of more deeper, stronger, kind of serious, like a soldier type of sound, which I find interesting. And for those of you who are interested to see what a Taurus field looks like, there's photos of the planet and the Taurus field, and it's Taurus, not spelled like the sign, but Torus. And those are kind of cool pictures, and that's similar to what your Taurus field looks like. The Taurus field, I know.
Yeah, and there are some drawings of the Torus field, of the human Torus field as well, the way it goes through the body. Okay.
Yeah. All right. How's my clarity?
Can I ask a question about the Taurus field?
Yeah.
Again, can you, because we've talked about, the bioplasmic and the aura. Can you tell me again, like, about the Taurus field? Well, it's a protector, it's your outer layer. Is there anything else to it that things that happen in it, or?
Okay, well, all of the above. So,
Oh, okay.
give me a moment. Okay, so the first thing is if you think of the physical body and all of your fields are an extension of your physical body. So as we go outside of what we call physical, which we know is adamantine particles all compacted together to give us the illusion of having a body, but we are mostly made of light. So this is an illusion. But then if we go out to the aura, which is a little denser, okay, and then we're going out into bioplasmic field, which is a little bit less dense, and then we're going out into our torus field, which extends out, like I said, about 18 feet, 20 feet for some. Now, we've probably all been in a room or something somewhere and felt the presence of someone come in a room, even though our back was turned to them, and we just knew who the person was. Oh, so and so just got here, and we turn around. Now, that is because if you think of that, if your torus field is 20 foot away, goes out 20 feet, and my torus field goes out 20 feet, when we're within 40 feet of each other, we are feeling each other's energy. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if there is something in my torus field that's out there 20 feet away from me, that, as I said, since it's a protective field, and it's trying to work its way in closer to my body, my torus field is acting as a force field because of the energy that is circulating through the body, and it's trying to keep that virus or whatever it is out there away from me.
And
Okay.
that actually happened to me during when COVID was out. I didn't know at first what was happening, but my body started reacting and I started getting anxiety. And then Aaron pieced the two together and was telling me, he goes, "Oh, there's COVID right next to you. So your Taurus field is letting you know that there's COVID nearby." And I thought that was like so cool. I was like, it was like
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So other things that your Taurus field might want to tell you, it's going to tell you right now.
Well,
we're going to give this a
we'll
shot.
give it a shot. Make sure. Okay. Hey, BP, do we have clarity? Oh,
Can I talk directly to Taurus field?
by my will, with the power of the Holy Spirit, I hold the intention to speak to my Taurus field, blessed by God. Do you hear me? Not me.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the basics are good.
Is this you, Taurus field, blessed by God? I am. Are you Taurus field, blessed by God? No.
Okay. Clear blockages, true.
By my will, with the power of the Holy Spirit, I clear all blockages to truth and I give it to God. Oh.
Now try.
All right, BP. Yep, you're in.
Okay.
All right, by my will, I speak to my Taurus field. Blessed by God. Do you hear me? Yes. Are you my Taurus field, blessed by God? I am. Do we have clarity? We do not. Why? Because of the towers that's been hitting frequency at you. Okay, but I put a shield. It is not enough. They are raising the frequency, so it's higher. Okay. All right.
Nonagon.
Okay. By my will, I bring the shape of Nonagon to protect. Are you Nonagon, blessed by God? I am. All right. Are you completely surrounding me? Yep. All right. Can you protect from these frequencies hitting me from the tower? Yep. You're good for about 20 minutes. That's all we can do right now. Okay. Thank you. All right. Clear all blockages of truth. All right. Taurus field, do you hear me? Yes. Do we have clarity? Partially. BP? Yep. You got to clear that stuff out. It's going to take a little bit just to clear it out. You can move on to something else.
Okay.
Are you BP plus by that? I am.
All right. So with the Taurus field, so what Claudia did was she brought in the frequency of the Nonagon, which is a 9-sided shape, which can actually help protect us from some of these satellites and things. So that is actually blocking and clearing her. So hopefully she's going to get some complete clarity here in a minute and be able to talk to the Taurus field. And but let's say 15 feet out in your Taurus field, you have some energy that's not yours. Somebody dumped some of their emotional energy into your Taurus field. Their emotional energy is working its way in. So if we can find it as by talking directly to the Taurus field or talking to the BP and letting it tell us what's there, then we can remove that. Now, so Suzanne, may I use you as an example with your hip surgery?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So as I look at your hip surgery and then look at where some of the energy is in your Taurus field still, I go about 9 feet out into your Taurus field, and there is like a energy disturbance there as a result of that surgery. And can you make a connection to that now that I've told you where it is?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and remove that. So you can just tell your Taurus field to remove it. You can use your VP. You can use your own energy.
Energy of life.
Energy of life. Remove
Energy of life. I ask by my power, by my will, and by the power of the Holy Spirit to remove that obstruction 9 feet out in my Taurus field from the surgery. Wow, felt like it was sucked out.
Okay. So again, that's how easy it is. Sometimes, not always, but the fact that I can see and know where things are, I can help people in that way to identify where they have things. What was your question?
Is it gone? Did it go?
It's gone.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, just like you described it, it kind of got sucked out.
Getting even more ready for Egypt.
Oh, God, great. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so Edwin did have a question. He says, how do you clear physical manifestations with the energy of life, like leg ulcers that are also tied to past lives?
Okay. So if something is tied to a past life, you can use the energy of life and your bioplasmic field to go back in time to the original cause and heal it at that level. Or sometimes the aspect of you that needs to be rescued from that time can be brought forward and you leave that energy back there. So there's a couple different ways. It's not straightforward.
Another cool thing is phantom legs, like people who have surgery and they still have that phantom leg. That's in the bioplasmic field. And Aaron's been able to clear that from people so that they don't have that feeling of the phantom leg.
Yeah, so when someone has lost a leg and had phantom leg pain, you work on it in the bioplasmic field and the phantom leg pain goes away.
You're welcome.
So,
And then we had Candy. We are going to be wrapping it up soon. But Candy wanted to know what other kinds of damage is done from surgeries.
Okay. Well, from surgeries, not everything goes out into the torus field. Your BP is going to remember every surgery, every treatment of any kind to your body, every drug, everything, every toxin that's ever come into your system. So if those are there and presenting a problem to your body, then you can remove them from your bioplasmic field. Another thing you can do that's a lot of fun with the torus field, if we take a crystal and let's say I put that crystal, let's say an amethyst, and I put it 4 feet or 10 feet or 15 feet out in your field, you will get a better resonance of that in your body because it's at the right distance from you in your field. I've done this with tuning forks, with Tibetan bowls. It's not that they have to be right up here on your body when you're working. It's like, oh, I'm going to set that 4 feet away from you in your torus field, and I don't even have to strike it. And just by it being in your field, it is resonating and doing the healing.
Why don't we send a frequency in the
Yes, that's a good one. We're going to put Claudia just said we can put a frequency in your torus field. So we're going to give everybody a tuning fork or two.
And this goes for the people who are watching YouTube also.
Yes, it will go to everyone.
We'll hold that intention.
So we are going to send a frequency tuning fork. So it could be A, B, G, F, whatever it is that you need. And we're going to put it at the right distance from you in your torus field. So when I would do this in the office, I would have a block of wood. So the tuning fork would stand up, and I put the tuning fork. Well, I had a block of wood that would hold 5 tuning forks. So I could put up to 5 and put it in your field at the right distance and let it do the work. Now, so with the frequencies put into your bioplasmic field, what is it that you notice right now in your body? Can you hear it? Do you feel it? Is something loosening? Who can share with us what they're experiencing?
Go ahead.
For me, it was really different energy. It was like more superficial, like more, at the skin level as opposed to deep energy, which is what I usually feel. So that was really interesting. And it was more it was quicker moving,
Okay.
vibratory.
Yeah, it's a tuning fork.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. And Edwin said that he felt tingling in his throat.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I definitely felt the energy coming out and then from outward to inward.
Oh, cool.
And I kind of almost hear it without hearing it. It's like I hear it, but I don't hear it. Like, I'm like, but I feel like it's trying to clear right here, and I think it needs a little more of a maybe a gong. It's definitely some stuck energy here.
Okay.
That's fun.
Mm.
Okay.
So
All right.
what kind of energy or tuning frequency did you send? I mean, does it have a name or is it something?
It was the frequency of the tuning fork that was for your highest good.
Oh, for our individual highest good. Okay.
Right. That's how we're able to send the fork for everyone, no matter how many people.
For whatever they need,
Mhm.
right? And someone said they had Buzzy in their palms. Now we have gone over a little bit, but we do want to finish first. I know there was some other questions. We do have a group healing where it's a question and answers. We do that once a month. It's Zoom. Just go on our website to check that out. I'm sorry that we can't get to everyone's questions, but we do want to end with putting love into your energy fields, the frequency of love, not the kind of love like, the kind of love, the romantic love, but love has an actual frequency. So we're going to send, and there's even levels of love. So it might make you feel uncomfortable or it might really relax you, but we're going to ask for whatever's for your highest good to put into your energy fields.
All right. So here we go. We're going to send the frequency of love. Now, love can be a very comforting, soft, warm blanket type of feeling for anyone who went through any type of, childhood abuse of any kind or throughout life. And love was used as, the words to, I love you, even though I'm abusing you, then love can be uncomfortable. So just be aware of the frequency. And when we say frequency, this is because, we can put tuning forks in a block of wood and create the frequency of love and put that in our quartz matrix and radiate it out to a whole room full of people. And the more tuning forks we put in a block of wood, we get a higher frequency of love. And we've had someone actually, a couple of people have actually got up and left the room because that high frequency of love was too much, uncomfortable. So it is our hope that everyone can resonate with love, be at one with love as it radiates through your body right now. I'll let them comment, bingo. So we're going to be ending here. We can leave the frequency of love with you for as long as it's for your highest good. But as we are about to close, what does love feel like for you, this frequency?
Like a beautiful happiness.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
The sense of joy and even keel. It's not emotion, it's more like a presence.
Good, thank you.
It has a consciousness, yes.
Yeah.
Healing. Thank you, Ed. And it does clear out also. Peaceful, almost like I am rising up. Awesome. And you can use the energy of life healing process if you're just starting out working with energy. It can bring in the frequency of love for wherever you need it. So be clear, say something like, for my highest and greatest good, I bring love to my body, mind, spirit, and that will include your energy fields. You could be very specific if you want. I work with love a lot, and I just keep on showering myself with love and light, and it just really calms me, relaxes me.
And we do have a love workshop that we will be doing in the fall. We're going to be doing that one twice a year. We did it in February, I think. And
that will be coming up. Yep. I don't think it's posted just yet, but we will be posting it soon. All right. Anyone else would like to comment before we go? Bye. Have a good one.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.